Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's me, Peti. Today, I'm going to be talking about a bit something different. If you're watching the gameplay behind me, I got some Fortnite gameplay in the background. I usually stream once in a while. It's Fortnite. If you guys want to check me out on Rumble, you can. But yeah, today I'm going to be talking about Fortnite. And I wasn't really a big fan of Fortnite when it first started, but then I started to get it really into it, and I really enjoyed it over the years. All the things you can do now, but the reason is the collaborations. I'm a huge fan of video games and like gaming and series of video games franchises, and adding these cool franchises in Fortnite, the ones I really wanted. Some of them actually did happen, like you can see Metal Gear Solid, Uncharted, Tomb Raider, a bunch of others as well, Resident Evil. The list goes on and on. I really am appreciative of Fortnite being true to these kind of characters in the skin in Fortnite. So I wanted to put my own, top 10 of characters I would like to see, or franchises I'd like to see in Fortnite. From the video game side, obviously. There are some characters that are already in the game that I'm very happy with, but I would also like to see more from other characters from the franchises. I wouldn't mind that. But I would also like to see newer characters from different franchises in Fortnite, and to see if it would work out. And I think some of these on my list could work out in some way. Let's just get started with my top 10 video game collabs in Fortnite I would like to see. Number 10, mascot characters. Wouldn't it be cool to see video game mascot characters in Fortnite? But the problem is they're too small. They would just look awkward and weird as a skin. So that's why I put it on the list, even though it's almost impossible. That's why I put it in the bottom of the list, is because it's not possible to do it. But maybe in the future, Fortnite can do it. For now, though, I could say we can have some cool collaborations with characters like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Bomberman, Sonic the Hedgehog, Ratchet and Clank, and it goes on. All these characters could make it in as cosmetics, meaning wraps, car cosmetics, music tracks, or even Lego Fortnite, some mini character Lego figures you can do, or even gliders, pickaxes, contrails, and backlings. All those could work easily. But skins, that's a no-go yet at this moment. Something similar to what we had for the Pac-Man one with an emote and a backling, I think that could work out with some of these characters. I think it would be really cool if that would be happening. Just imagine an Aku mask backling. You know, it's a reactive one. It gets leveled up. It does the booga booga noise, and then it activates. Or like Spyro flying like a glider for him. That would be really cool, soaring through. Or just like a Clank behind you too as a backling. Ratchet and Clank's pickaxe. You can use his wrench. Or like a Bomberman one, or anything like that. Or Sonic the Hedgehog, or some sort of like emo where he goes super fast. Or he just does the emo and it's the live and learn song, or something like that. I think it would be really cool if there's so much like combinations and characters, stuff you can do from the world of those characters. So yeah, that's why I say it should be number 10. Number 9, Nintendo IP characters. This would be super cool if this was even possible, but Nintendo is really safe with their IP. They keep it to their chest real tight. I don't think it's not going to happen, but if it is, I can see some characters making it in Fortnite, especially like a Metroid, like Samus, or Legend of Zelda, like Link, Zelda, Ganondorf. or Captain Falcon from F-Zero, or Fire Emblem, or any of those. But I don't see like Super Mario. That might be just cosmetics. Some of the Nintendo characters would be just cosmetics. Some are too little. You could say like Kirby or any Pokemon characters. It's not possible. You're not going to see Mewtwo with an AK or, you know, just messing around with it, or a Pikachu. It's not possible, I think. But it would be awesome if you could see like Metroid Samus, you know, in there with her cannon and all that. Most likely, this is probably not going to happen. That's why I put it on the lowest of the list too. But I would love to see Nintendo in some way collab with Fortnite. We will see in the future, but for now, it's a no-go. But I would love to see it either way. No, you can't go wrong with Max Payne. His whole thing is bullet time. It'd be just awesome to see Max Payne, like a younger Max Payne and an older Max Payne. It would be super cool. Give him a bullet time kind of emote or something. It'd be so funny. Yeah, like all these characters Rockstar has made in the past would be cool to see in Fortnite in some way. Fortnite's supposed to be for everyone, for every age. Number 7, PlayStation IP characters. This is probably the most likely to happen because we've had some PlayStation characters in Fortnite before. Not many, but we did have some recent ones with Kratos from God of War, Uncharted with Nathan Drake, Chloe, Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. We had those characters, but I feel like we can add some more from Sony, PlayStation, back category of games from the past that you can add in that are sort of, you know, humanoid characters that you can add in there. I was thinking of some oldies like Medieval with Sir Daniel Fortescue, maybe Zorak in there, but I think he would be a great character in Fortnite, just like a skeleton knight. It'd be pretty funny to see with, you know, the Gargoyle as being a backling, just talking crap about you, like how bad you're at the game and all that. I think it would be a funny kind of like tease to it, and with all the armor sets that Sir Daniel could have. Another game franchise, Twisted Metal, I think they could do something with that as well. They can add like Sweet Tooth, Mr. Grimm, and all those characters, maybe Calypso in the game. You can have a cool cosmetic for your car. Imagine just having Sweet Tooth's ice cream truck as his vehicle in the game. That would be amazing and funny as well to see. Another one would be Jak and Daxter series. I think that'd be awesome to see them come back in some way. I would love it. Jak and Daxter could work. Human, you know, Daxter as your backling. He talks as well. Try to cheer you on and all that. You can have other characters from there too, like Ashlyn, Kira, and others. So many other characters. And then, you know, Jak can have different cosmetics from each era of Jak and Daxter. You can also add maybe some vehicles from Jak X in there as well. For cosmetic for your car. I think that would be cool. And another one, the last one I think would work. There has been animal hybrid human characters before, is Sly Cooper. I think Sly Cooper could work out too in some sort of way. Even though I'm not a big fan of furries, but Sly Cooper is a really cool mascot character. I like the thief raccoon character, you know, it's pretty cool. So, you know, like you would have Sly and his gang, Sly with his cane, all that stuff. You can have Murray, Carmelita the Fox, maybe Bentley in some backling or some sort of way. Maybe you can have the glider be, you know, the van or something, or Clockwork being the glider. I don't know, something like that. I think it would be really cool with all these different IP that usually PlayStation doesn't touch no more. I'd love it if they touched it, but if they want to make some money and look at their back catalog of games, characters, franchises, and just add them within Fortnite to see if there's any interest at all, it would be a good advertisement, but also it would show how many people would be interested in these characters. So yeah, I would love to see some of these characters come back, but in Fortnite. Number 6, Mass Effect characters. I'm really big fan of the Mass Effect franchise, and I think this would work pretty well if you're doing like a sci-fi season video game characters. We have already characters from Destiny and Halo, but you know, those series could also add some more, you know, skins characters as well. But right now, Mass Effect, I think it could work if they had Commander Shepard. You know, you can have the male, female. You could also separate them if you want, but you know, give them different armor options and all that. You can have, you know, the glider being the Normandy ship. You can have mass relay maybe, or any of those. And then you can add all these other characters people like, the supporting characters. The popular ones, obviously, I think would work, like Tali, Liara, Garrus, Rex, Jack, Miranda. There's so many. Ashley. There's just so many characters you can add to support Commander Shepard. I think there's a lot of characters, a lot of skins you can do here. It would probably work out pretty well. You know, I think Mass Effect could work out for a video game sci-fi characters skins for Fortnite. I think it could happen though. More likely, I think it would. Number 5, Silent Hill franchise. Okay, so we got a bunch of horror icon characters from video games. We got Isaac from Dead Space. We got Alan Wake from Alan Wake, obviously. And then we got a bunch of characters from Resident Evil. Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield, Leon Kennedy, Claire Redfield. There's so many. Like, they could even add more Resident Evil, to be honest. They could even add more characters from Resident Evil. But the only main horror franchise video game that hasn't been represented yet in Fortnite in some sort of collab is Silent Hill. I think would work pretty well with some of these characters. Not as iconic as I think Resident Evil, but I think it could still work in some sort of way. It would be great for especially like the Silent Hill fans. You know, they're getting their new Silent Hill 2 remake game coming out soon. So why not promote it with James Sutherland? Or you can add even older characters. One from like Silent Hill 1, you could get Harry Mason. Or you can get also a female one, which would be Heather Mason from Silent Hill 3. You can add all these main characters in there. I don't think you could add some side characters from the games, but I think they're not as iconic. I think you can do them more of like a cosmetic for Silent Hill stuff for the games. No Pyramid Head. I don't care. Pyramid Head could not be in this game. That's why I don't think Nemesis will be in Fortnite as well. It's just impossible. They're just bigger characters. It's not possible. Also, I would love to see if they did this like an area on the map for Silent Hill. You go into actually Silent Hill and you see the ash come down and you couldn't see anything. I think that would be so cool for just like an area on the map for that season when Silent Hill comes out. They would have the ash come down. You have the place and you see all these zombie monsters come out and everything. I think that would be cool. And like when the siren goes, you know, it turns dark and everything's all fire and it's creepy and everything. I think that would be cool, like a little nod to Silent Hill in general. I think it would be cool. But yeah, I'm just talking about the skins right now. The skins would be obviously from the 3 main games from the start. You know, the best ones, obviously. The ones everyone knows, those Silent Hill games. I think that would be awesome to see from that franchise. Number 4, Castlevania franchise. This is a no-brainer. I think this would be really cool to do, especially with the popular show on Netflix, with also tying into the video games. It's really an easy pick, I think, and another Konami pick as well. You have the Monster Hunters, the Vampire Hunters, like Simon Belmont, Richter Belmont, you know, Trevor, You can have all those guys. And then you can have Sypha, you know, as like a mage build, as well as, you know, Alucard, you know, Dracula's son. You can have all these characters together. As well as, I think it would be really awesome if they had Dracula's castle on the map. In one of the seasons, they had his castle, and at the very top of the castle, you fight Dracula, and it starts the main theme of that song when you fight Dracula. I think that would be a really nice nod to it, as well as I think they would be pretty cool skins too. You know, they've had these grapple mechanics now working out, especially with the attack on Titan and like all those. I think these characters could work out really well in Fortnite. I think it's a no-brainer. I think this is a really, it would have been like a really awesome collab. And I think it will happen. Eventually, it will happen. It's just, when is the question. So yeah, I picked Castlevania for this on the list. Number 3, more fighting game characters. All right, so I love myself some fighting games. One of my favorite genres for sure. But not much fighting game characters. We have mostly just Street Fighter characters, which is like Ryu, Chun-Li, Guile, Cammy, Sakura, and Blanca. Those are the only ones we have so far in Fortnite. I would still like to see more Street Fighter characters. I'm not saying that. Let's even add more than just Street Fighter, because I would love to see different types of fighting games. Other popular ones. Obviously, the big ones, Tekken and Mortal Kombat. That's an obvious choice. Pick characters from them. Obviously, you get like Jin, Hayachi, Paul, King, all those guys from Tekken. Or in Mortal Kombat, like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Sonya, Jax, Johnny Cage. All those characters could be in the game. But we have also obscure fighting games I think would be awesome to do too. Like from the Darkstalkers, like Morgan or something. Or we can have Killer Instinct, like Spinal, Django, Orchid. All those I think would be really cool. Fighting game characters look really cool in Fortnite. I think they're one of the better ones. And I think that would just be an obvious choice once again. So why won't they just add more of these fighting game characters? They look cool. They have cool emotes built into them. Give me more fighting game characters. I'd be so down to having more of these characters. Just do it, Fortnite, please. Number 2,
Devil May Cry.
I know 100% it'll be coming to Fortnite. Everything's there. The characters, pickaxes, the wraps, the backlinks, everything's there for them. These are awesome characters. You got Dante, Virgil, Lady, Trip, Nero. All of these characters can work. It's super easy. It's just an awesome badassery kind of game. Super crazy. Give them built-in emotes. I would love to see them all have some crazy, dumb emote. It would be so funny and over the top. Give them maybe their own theme for each emote. That would be even cooler. Even then, give me a Devil May Cry soundtrack too, because I know the soundtrack is a banger and it'd be awesome to hear it in the menus and play it in Festival too. The Devil May Cry. Just like, even you can even do like instrument cosmetics or the car cosmetics or a bike. Give them like a motorcycle cosmetic. That would be cool too. All those would work out so perfectly, and it's just a matter of time is when is this gonna come out. And I think it's gonna be coming out very soon. I have a feeling, especially with the new Netflix Devil May Cry coming, as well as, you know, Devil May Cry is a fan favorite. It's a big one, so I think it's gonna be coming out real soon. It's just when, and I'm all up for the craziness of Devil May Cry in Fortnite. Number 1, Final Fantasy franchise. All right, I saved the best for last. And yes, it's Final Fantasy. It's a no-brainer. It's a huge franchise. going back to like the NES and even today, a lot of skins and characters they can add in Fortnite. It's just a massive amount of characters. There is 16, including spin-offs of Final Fantasy. You know you can pull out a lot of skins out of this franchise. The main one, I think, personally, I think would make a lot of people happy right now since, you know, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's coming out. I think it would be an obvious pick to pick Cloud, Aoife, Sephiroth, Aerith, Barrett. I think those would be obvious right now. Maybe Sid and Vincent, maybe. But those would be an obvious pick. You can pick characters, you know, from other ones too, like in 15 with Noctis. You can pick 16 with Clive. There's so many characters that you can pick. And you can even go back even further beyond of Final Fantasy. So yeah, Final Fantasy is a big one. I could see that one being really, really popular. I think a lot of people will hop on Fortnite. No questions asked. I think you're going to get new fans, new people to hop in Fortnite just to play it for the Final Fantasy skins. That's how big Final Fantasy is. And that's why I think it should be #1 on this list. It's going to be the most popular skin collab probably of all time. One of them, for definitely a video game franchise collab, it's going to be one of the most popular collabs. For sure. That's 100% sure that's going to happen. It's going to happen soon. You'll watch and see. It's going to happen soon. And I can't wait for it. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that top 10. That's my personal picks I want to see. But what do you guys think? What's your personal picks? What would you like to see? What video game collabs in Fortnite would you like to see? And if you watched it this long, guys, I appreciate you very much for watching it. And if you are still here, hit that like, follow, sub, share, all the good things on here. Growing this community each day, and I would love it if you could do that. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.